We are Emma, Shaun, Rex and Maggie. Join us as we explore the UK and beyond in our old motorhome Rennie. In this video, we will navigate the post-Brexit procedure for taking our dogs into the EU and show you our first-hand experience of actually getting them there. We used to have British-issued EU pet passports for both our dogs, but now Brexit is complete, these passports are now invalid and therefore irrelevant for future travels. Because of the pandemic, the dogs' rabies jabs are completely lapsed, which meant we had to get new ones done, but they needed to be done 21 days before we were due to travel. We got these done back at the beginning of August by our local vet, and we also got them to check their microchips at the same time. This would be really handy because when we chose our AHC provider, they will be able to confirm that the microchips were all okay. Our vet quoted us £225 per dog for an AHC, and that's on top of their rabies vaccinations. So we thought we'd try and find a cheaper way of doing it. We found out about Abbeywell Vets via Facebook. They are based in Folkestone and offer a dedicated AHC service. They charge £99 for the first dog and then an additional £30 for the second. Abbeywell will then collate all the relevant information they need from us and our vets online first. Then we just drop in between 10 and 6 on our chosen day to get the dog's microchips checked and to collect the physical AHC. Then we have 10 days to enter the EU. The AHC is valid for 4 months, which will cover us for this entire trip. Our vet was more than happy that we were getting our AHCs done elsewhere, so don't let this put you off discussing it with your vet first. So we are finally on our way to Folkestone. First stop is to pick up the dog's AHCs. It's quite nerve-wracking because this is the first time we've done it. So let's hope everything goes to plan. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
So we're just arriving at the vets. It's a little bit tight. Looks like there's some spaces. Let's just see if there's one in this corner.
There we go.
Yeah, so you can reverse in by the bins.
Yeah.
Reverse in by the bins?
Yeah.
Do you want me to jump out and watch you in?
There we go, that lake.
It's been quite a scary process.
What do you reckon, Rex? Hey, all good?
Yay! That was amazing! In and out in 10 minutes. No problems. Got a car parking space as well. So we're all good to go.
So we've arrived at the campsite now. The AHC was brilliant. That was a breeze. Getting in and out of Folkestone, got parked, all good. Now we're in the campsite, just had dinner. It's a bit sketchy getting in, to be honest, but we've had previous on another caravan and camping site in the Peak District. So I've just had another look at the road going out, and I think we should be all right. Going to gun it out there. Let's stay on the left hand side, so the lady says in the campsite. I think we'll be all right. So yeah, so good night, and we'll see you on the tunnel tomorrow. We made it to the tunnel. It was sketchy this morning. It's been raining all night, so literally the road coming out of the campsite was not only like that, as steep as a horse's face, but it was like a river. And the recycling truck decided to come down just as we were going out.
It was it's single track as well, isn't it?
Yeah, single track, so it's perfect. So as soon as I turn out, there's a rubbish truck in the middle of the single track lane. But yeah, we got past there, and
well, you say you got past it.
Me and Coco, Emma and the dogs decided to go out earlier and have a walk.
Safe to say, we won't be staying at that campsite again.
I will never be staying at that campsite again. Never. We will never go there. That was the most stressful campsite we've ever stayed in. No. Thanks.
But we're here now.
We're here now. Good. So that's behind us. We're looking forward. Off to France. All good.
So we're just about to get the dogs checked in at the Eurotunnel pet reception. This bit of the process is new post Brexit. We never used to have to do this on the way out before. We only ever had to do it on the way back in. So I think they just check their microchips and their AHC documentation, and that's it. So fingers crossed, it's all good.
Turn off and brake first gear.
Don't forget it's in first when you leave.
I won't. We'll soon find out. Kangaroo juice.
Well, we made it. We made it to France. Excuse the dishevelled. Look, it's been raining constantly since we arrived. Well, before we left actually, and continued. So we made it all the way through customs and everything. That was all fine. They didn't check the van. They didn't do anything. So we didn't have to get rid of any food or anything. Not that we carried anything through, because our doggies eat vegetarian food anyway, and we're vegetarians, so we don't carry any meat or dairy anyway. So, but we didn't get checked either, so we can't really comment on that. So we'll let you know what the process is like going back when we go home. But in the meantime, we definitely would recommend Abbywell Vets for AHCs if you're using the tunnel. It's a really simple process. They make it so easy, and we were literally there for 10 minutes. It was brilliant. So yeah. We can highly recommend Abbywell Vets for your AHC if you're travelling to the EU via the Eurotunnel. However, there are more and more companies like Abbywell offering good value AHC specific services around the UK, and we would definitely recommend using one of them instead of your usual vet. It's important to say that we will be staying in the Schengen area of the EU and won't be travelling for more than 90 days. So for us, all we need is a valid AHC to return to the UK, along with a verified tapeworm treatment. If you are planning to travel outside the Schengen area with your pets and you want to stay out of the UK for more than 4 months, then it's worth visiting the UK government website for more information on how you can do this.
So we've had a lazy morning today. We got up late and then we took the dogs for a walk just to get out of the van. We're off to the vets now. Now luckily we can walk to the vets, so our appointment's 1:30, so it's 1:30 now, so it's about a 20-minute walk, and this way takes us into Neuchâtel-en-Bray and down to the supermarkets and the vets. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get everything sorted, get all the paperwork filled out, and then we'll be on the road tomorrow back to Blighty. So we made it to the vets. They've got a massive car park, so we didn't need to worry about walking down. So next time if we're stuck or we don't manage to get a spot in the air there, then we can always come in and park and get the dogs seen. So yeah, all booked in, all booked on the internet.
Yep.
Easy peasy. So yeah, we'll see how we get on inside. So how did that go, Emma?
Yeah, really, really well. You were a little bit nervous, weren't you, Rex? But you were a good boy. Yeah, so they do the usual checks, you know, they check their teeth and glands and check their heart with the stethoscope and stuff like that. You're all good, weren't you both? And then
Moo was good. You enjoyed it, didn't you, Moo?
they get a few treats, and then they let me administer the worm tablet, which is basically exactly the same as what I give them at home, so it was really fine, no problems. And then they just fill out page 4 of the AHC, this bottom part. Don't come in too close. But basically I just wanted to make sure that they complete every box, because we've heard some stories that if they don't complete the manufacturer of the actual worming tablet, that can be a sticking point for the checks back at Calais back in the UK. So I just wanted to make sure she'd completed all the boxes, and she had. They weren't the cheapest, but really convenient for where we are. Loads of parking, so if we hadn't have been staying in the air, we could have parked the van, as Shaun said earlier. And yeah, they were a little bit more expensive, so €77 for the 2 dogs, which I know sounds quite a lot, but I was really happy with the service. Plus they had female vets. Rex doesn't like a male vet, do you? So it was nice that they had female vets, and he was pretty comfy with them. So I think we'll definitely be using them again.
How much have you seen the average for that type of treatment?
So normally I've seen prices anything from €30 up to 60 odd euros. So
is that for 2 dogs?
That's for 2 dogs, yeah. So they are a little bit more expensive, but like I say, I think our experience was good, and having a nervous dog, you know, we have to be a little bit careful sometimes, you know. So it was just nice that Rexy's experience was reasonably okay. Maggie, of course, took it at her stride. She was no problem. So I'm happy to pay it. Yeah. We hope this video has been helpful for anyone travelling with dogs to the EU for the first time, and puts your mind at ease with the process.